So, can anything productive come out of anger? I've been thinking about something a lot lately, which is anger. When I was growing up, anger was always kind of like righteous anger, that is really what I've been thinking about. Is it any good? Like, can it produce anything good, or is it just an excuse to be angry? This is what I kind of grew up with, is when you're upset with something that's wrong. For an example of something you could be righteously angry about is the injustices done to people because of their skin color or where they grew up. People judging that, so you have the right now to be angry. And I think that that's where righteous anger starts, is you seeing an injustice and therefore you're upset about it and you're angry about it. But me growing up, when I was finding an injustice like that, I would often say, well, because it's wrong and I know I'm right about this, I should be able to react to it however I want, because I'm bringing light to a situation, or I'm fighting for the right reasons, so therefore I can't be wrong here. But as a kid, these situations that come up, a lot of them were minor things, and I think they just became excuses to be mad and angry and irrational about things that sometimes bordered on whether or not it was a really righteously angry thing, or was my anger out of control, maybe a little bit more just irrational and not righteous at all. I had some college friends that I always thought, these guys are doing things really selfishly, doing certain things that I think were just dumb. Like, for instance, they trashed my house when I invited them over once, and I got really angry, freaked out on them in the middle of a Bible study. So it wasn't exactly good, but I felt justified. Anyway, growing up over the last couple of years, just seeing a lot of different things, I've really kind of looked at anger in a different way, and I just kind of felt like that it's just wrong all the way across, lashing out and freaking out. So I've kind of put that righteous anger aside as a myth. Is there such thing? But recently, I was listening to a podcast where they were actually talking about how anger, righteous anger, can be healthy for you. They gave the example of people up in North Dakota fighting for the rights of the water. They were upset about something and they went up there to defend it, but they weren't lashing out, they weren't screaming, they weren't fighting, they weren't hitting. They were just protesting something that they believed in. And they said that kind of anger isn't the irrational kind that I grew up thinking about. It was more of I see an injustice in the world and I have an upset anger towards it. So I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna hold on to that anger and I'm gonna make a difference in the world. And that changed my perspective. So that's just, I guess that's where I'm at. I've been thinking a lot about how I can actually take these things that I'm upset with. That's my lighting. And turn it into something productive. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. I'd love to have a discussion on this, especially in today's political climate. There is a lot of things to be upset about and a lot of things to get angry about. How do we handle that? How do we speak up so that our voices aren't drowned out? But how do we do it in a way where our voices are heard and not turned into more noise that nobody will ever hear because the way it's being presented? So leave me a comment. Let me hear what you had to think on this. And thanks for joining us for this first Afterthoughts. I'm Daniel for Intellect, signing out. That's a cool way to end it, right? Producer? No? Yeah, okay. Producer said that's bad. Goodbye.